What's going on, guys? HaVoC here now. Boom! In a video. And today we're going to be talking about 15 things only noobs do in Clash Royale. Is that the name of the series, or am I just forgetting something here? Not gonna lie, I forgot the series even existed. In fact, I got so busy with Brawl Stars global launch back in November that I forgot who I was. That's kind of the reason why the series just stopped all of a sudden, and you haven't seen an episode in over 8 months. God damn. Anyways, the giveaway is still going for a few gift cards. All you have to do is like and comment, and that should be it. More details at the end of the video. So, without further ado, and without taking any more of your time, let's get right into it. Joining war, but not helping get cards. I hate these people. They join a war and only do one collection day attack. But this isn't a hate series. I'm trying to help you guys. Well, maybe not you guys, but noobs. Cards help the entire clan by helping cards be a higher level. That's why it's called Collection Day.
What's so bad about not completing all 3 attacks? I mean, I'm still in the war and that's all that matters, right?
No, everything matters. If people don't care about the collection day attacks, everyone's gonna have really low level cards and everyone's probably gonna suck, and then you lose the war because the other clan actually cared about collection day. Trying to hide your goblin barrels with a rocket. This got old very quick, alright? It seemed like a great idea 2 years ago. I'm surprised people still try this like it's gonna work. I mean, if you're going against another noob, it might work, but I don't know. Other than that, it's not worth trying to waste elixir on. It reminds me of that one time when people were trying to get an easy 3-crown win in 2v2 with goblin barrels, mirror, and clone. It worked at first because people were so confused about it, but a couple weeks later, everyone got so used to it, if you tried it, it was almost a guaranteed that you just waste elixir and probably lose that match. Not knowing where to place the miner. Luckily, through the years, I've learned some very important, crucial things to remember when playing the miner. The first one is on one of the tiles directly surrounding the tower. This is to minimize walking distance and maximize damage. The second one is going to be mix up your placement as much as possible to prevent your opponent from predicting your plays. And the third and last one is avoid placements that will put you at a disadvantage in certain situations. I'm just kidding, these are not my tips, I just found them on a website. You know, because I suck at miner, so Still though, I think this is great advice. I see people making mistakes with the miner all the time, and it's honestly hilarious. So yeah, I will leave the article down below if you guys want to learn more about pro miner placement. Resetting buildings at the wrong time. I don't know why I stretched wrong so far, but yeah, it sounds cool. Wrong. I can't do it anymore. Tragic! Anyways, for example, like zapping an Inferno Tower too early. It's best to wait for the ideal moment to minimize damage to your tank, but also allow it to get to the Inferno Tower and possibly take it out, or at least help your push. Another example is not knowing when a Sparky is going to shoot, and you reset it at the wrong time and it shoots your tower. Like, you have to know these things. Every card shoots at a specific time and speed. Think of it as a clock. If a Sparky resets at 12 o'clock, but you zap it at 12:01, it's too late. It's already shot your tower. So my advice is to learn when cards are going to shoot. And like I mentioned in a previous episode, make sure you also learn how much damage each card does. It sounds like a lot of information to learn, but in the long run, it's gonna help you out a ton. Buying cards in the shop with gems. Look, if you got money, go for it, Bill Gates, but to me, that's kind of dumb. Just why? 5 rage spells for 250 gems, are you kidding me? That's like $2.50. You know what I can do with $2.50? Buy myself a coffee and a bomb-ass donut. Look man, just wait, be patient. You get epic cards from chests, you can buy them with gold, win them from challenges, daily gifts, quests, and even trade them. But buying with gems? Why? It's not a noob thing if you got too much money to blow, but if you don't, be smarter, okay? You can get 5 epic cards easier than spending $2.50. Save those gems, okay? Creating a fast-paced deck with all light cards. This guy's a genius. Why haven't we been building decks that cost 1.6 elixir the entire time? In my previous episode, I mentioned how noobs sometimes create decks with really heavy and big cards because they think it's gonna be, well, better. Well, this is kind of the opposite, except it still doesn't work. Creating a ultra light deck is probably not gonna counter anything. You probably won't even touch the enemy's tower. So quit joking around and create a real deck, okay? There's a reason why low elixir cost decks usually don't go under an average of 2 elixir. So yeah, if you want good low cost options, don't just throw all the light cards together, it won't work. Not buying the pancake emotes. Nah, just kidding. But it's the people who keep failing for bait tactics. Bait decks follow certain patterns to predict your next move. If you see yourself facing bait decks but you always fall into their traps and can never seem to win, maybe it's time to learn how to outsmart a bait deck. Every deck has its flaws and you just gotta learn them. The easiest way to learn how the deck works is to just use it yourself. And if you don't want to use it, ask some clanmates to help you go on a 1v1 and just learn. Starting a clan war when you literally just made a clan. Just because it's full doesn't mean you're ready for war, you know? In fact, that should be the #1 reason you shouldn't start war right now. Calm down and settle. The reasons are simple. You'll notice that the first few days of opening a clan, people come and go. Most likely you're gonna have people who enter the war and just leave before it even starts. Or they just don't attack because they're inactive. When you first open a clan, it's too early to tell who's gonna stick with you or not. So maybe just wait 3 or 4 days. After that, start a war and see who's good or not. Now this next one isn't a noob move, but I thought I'd mention it anyways since it can help a few people. Using meta decks instead of building your own deck to counter the meta. Wait, but if you create a deck that counters meta, then everyone's gonna copy it and it becomes meta to counter the meta. Alright, maybe you're right, but the chances of a deck that you created becomes popular in 1 day are pretty low. So use it while you can. Forget everyone using meta this, meta that. Make your own and show everyone who's boss. Wrong building placements. I feel like most of you already know how to properly place a building. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just drag and drop, put it at the right spot, bam. But ladder can be a wild place and people do the wrong stuff every day. And hey, I get it, I'm not orange juice, so I'm not about to spit out some facts and pro gameplay tips. But a simple Google search shows you a building placement for certain situations, like for hog counters or countering a tank. Just one mistake, just one tile, just placing it in the wrong spot can cause you the entire game, so yeah. Sending useless mail. The clan mail system in all Supercell games can get cluttered because leaders give co-leader to people and they just feel the need to send a mail for useless stuff. Defending a push with cards that don't even attack troops. I've done this mistake in the past and I'm happy to say, damn, I felt stupid. I've also talked about this in my HaVoC series, like for example placing a hog rider in front of a royal giant. None of them are going to attack each other, so what's the point of that? Pulling troops closer to your tower with the fishermen. Okay, look, it's not always a bad thing to push troops to your tower. In fact, sometimes it helps you a lot, trust me. But in some cases, the fishermen just won't do so well attacking whatever card it pushed, and the enemy will take out the fisherman and then deal some damage to your tower. So basically you're making the situation worse. So next time when placing your fisherman, think where and what you're going to be pulling. Don't just drop it because you think it's gonna do something, you know? Not properly luring troops. If a giant skeleton is walking to your tower and you have an opportunity to lure it away, use that opportunity, goddamn. Same thing goes for the Golem, Sparky, Mega Knight. Any card that can go to your tower and deal a lot of damage, you have to learn how to master techniques to drag it away to avoid all that damage. You have to learn how to lure every card in the game properly. Doing important attacks on bad Wi-Fi. Sometimes people just, they know they have a really bad connection wherever they are. For example, McDonald's or something and they just do their war attacks. Like, why would you do that? Sometimes the Wi-Fi is not up to you, maybe it just sucks overall and you can't do anything about it, but it also affects the clan, so why would you enter war if you can't even attack, you know? So guys, I think that should be it for 15 things only noobs do in Clash Royale. Part 3. I want to thank you all for watching. Like I said at the beginning of the video, we do have a giveaway going for the month of August. We only have about a week left, so all you gotta do to enter is comment and like. And at the end of the month, I will pick 4 winners and give you guys cards or gift cards that you like. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. HaVoC out. Peace!